All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 5 Now. Why? Because it's now. And we've got a lot coming up here, a lot to tell you about, so let's get right to it.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
And good morning once again. I'm Bill Riles with News 5 Now. We've got our big stories to tell you about right now, starting with number 5. U.S. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz said on Fox News Tuesday night he takes full responsibility for the security breach where sensitive military plans were disclosed on the Signal messaging app, and a journalist was inadvertently invited into that chat. Top Democrats are calling for Waltz and Secretary of State Pete Hegseth to resign. President Trump says he's standing by his security team. Number 4, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is promising that property tax relief will be on the ballot next year. DeSantis is pushing for a constitutional amendment to be added as he urges the state legislature to either eliminate or greatly reform property taxes. Number 3, Dollar Tree is selling Family Dollar to a pair of private equity firms in a deal worth about $1 billion after unsuccessfully trying to incorporate it into its business for a decade. Dollar Tree had been looking to review possible options for Family Dollar for a while and said Wednesday that the sale to the private equity firms will now allow it to focus on its core business. Number 2, a new roundabout is now open in Mobile County. It's located at Howells Ferry and Fire Tower Roads. The roundabout was paid for through Rebuild Alabama and the 2018 Pay-As-You-Go Transportation Improvement Program. And number 1, testimony is underway in a high-profile double murder trial in Mobile. 42-year-old James Wilson is facing capital murder charges. He's accused of shooting and killing Camden Jackson and Van Kennedy at the intersection of Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue and Kraft Highway. That happened in January 2021. Wilson claims it was self-defense. His attorney says Jackson and Kennedy were sitting in a car waiting on him and fired first. The trial is resuming this morning. And we'll get you over to our question of the day today. It's a good one. You might want to consider this one, and I'm really interested in seeing some of the chatter here. What actor or actress would you pick to portray you in a movie about your life? Well, let's roll that beautiful bean footage of comments here. Terrence says Denzel Washington. Of course, Terrence. I would agree with that. Chip says Rachel Zeckler, so people could hate my life as much as I do. Jeff says Daffy Duck. Fred says Chris Farley. Becky says Reba McEntire. And Jackson says Billy Bob Thornton. And of course, in my case, George Clooney. Who else? Who else would play me? I don't know. We're about the same age, I think. Probably. Our poll of the day, also taken from the headline, ripped right from today's headlines. Would you ever use a genetic testing company, like 23andMe? 2 or 3 years ago, somebody gave me, I think somebody in my family gave me the 23andMe DNA testing kit, and I never did it. It's still sitting on my shelf in my office at home, so I don't know. Anyway, if you would, fine. If not, let us know. You can, of course, put your comments in the comment section of this poll or our question of the day or any of the stories that you see right here on WKRG's Facebook page, and we'd love to maybe parrot some of those comments back to you and our other viewers as we deem fit. Some comments I've seen I don't think I can read, but nevertheless, be polite. You know how it goes. We appreciate you watching. Coming up at 9 this morning, Devin Walsh will be here for News 5 at 9 and News 5 at noon, and she'll be back for News 5 Now at 12:30 today. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 4:30 for WKRG News 5 this morning. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green and Phillips.